All right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday night's Masterclass. Oh, have I got the wrong settings here again? No, that's the right settings. We're good to go. Welcome, guys. Monday nights. Where are we? What are we doing here today? This is the Conversion Masterclass. We're going to be looking at ad accounts, live ad accounts, emails, landing pages, all of the things that are there to make you money with your store. If you just give me a second and I will get myself ready to go. Don't forget to jump on in the chat and say hello. All right, Yomo, you ready? Ready over on YouTube? Tim and Bella, you guys ready? All right, let's get started. Here we go. We have tonight only 5 questions. Only 5 questions. You guys are seeing that I take my time answering these questions, and you're learning. If you have any last additions, now is the time to pop them on the list. All right, Natalie and Philip, can I please check My Comfort Cove? You've updated your landing page. Okay. My Comfort Cove. Damn, you have updated your landing page. I think. Oh, Jesus, that's a lot. That's a lot of things. That is, in my honest opinion, way too much things. Too many things to draw my attention. Do you actually have 4.9 out of 5 on Trustpilot? If not, that is called false advertising. And you don't even have a link here to your Trustpilot anyway. Just put the normal stars on, please, for the love of God, please. Where are your reviews? There's no reviews on this page. That's really bad. 30-night guarantee. What does that mean? 30-night what? What's the guarantee? There's no point saying that with a lock without explaining what that means. Australian owned. Okay. I wouldn't put that here. This is really where your review stars should go. This is so remarkably not the Freedom Club that I'm surprised to be looking at it today. Okay, now looking at your thing here. Most popular 2 pillows. Look, I like your most popular. I don't hate the gradient. I like the gradient. It's quite nice. Quite pretty. I don't know how this looks on mobile. Hopefully it's reasonable. You add to cart button underneath here. There's no padding here with your logo, so it looks really bad. Now you got EM dash here. Get rid of your EM dashes, guys. Nothing screams I can't be asked more than EM dashes. Come on. Sleep better or your money back. Try the Comfort Cove Align Rest Pillow for 30 nights. If you're not completely satisfied, return it for a full refund, risk-free and backed by your Australian support team. Okay. So up here, it should say 30-night risk-free trial. How it helps. Okay, selling points, you got wake up less stiff. Does anybody else read that and have naughty thoughts? Come on. We can do better than that. Support proper alignment, but you got an arm here. We're not aligning arms, we're aligning our spine. Relieve hip and back pressure. Cool. Comfortable all-night support. For what? So that what? You're missing the point in your benefits here. Okay? We need more benefits. Again, we got rated 4.9 stars here, but we got no ratings anywhere on the page other than your fake Trustpilot. Who's it for? Perfect for side sleepers, pregnancy support, aging joints, hip and discomfort, anyone looking for more comfortable, better aligned sleep. Some of these things would be better off up here in your unique selling points. And having here Australia's #1 pillow for back and hip and sciatica relief. When Facebook sees this, they're going to say that's an unsubstantiated claim, and you're going to find your CPMs go very, very high. So I'm advising everybody at this point, don't write things that are not provable. Okay, Facebook hates that. They absolutely hate that. and yes, I used to do this. I used to be the number one trick that I used to do, but Facebook wisened up, and really we should avoid this now. Okay, orthopedic support, free AU delivery, 39 money back guarantee. This is nice. That's nice. Tired of waking up with back or hip or sciatica pain? Your sleep position might be the hidden cause. Most Aussie don't realize it. So is there any reason why the text is so small? Hello, Natalie and Philip. Who's this? Oh, this is yours. Guys, you're in a... I'm not going to say you're in a lot of trouble, but you have a lot to fix. This website, this is a lot. And if you could do yourselves a favor and just go back to when I started the review. Not right now, just later on. In fact, I'll give you the YouTube video here, and you can watch when I started the review, because we covered a lot already. Okay, choose restorative sleep. Meet the comfort. I don't mind this, but I don't like this. We've already met the pillow way up the page. We need something else for here. What? This is not your website? Thecomfortcove.com.au? Oh, you're My Comfort Cove. Oh my god, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Oh, dear. You can let's just scrub the last 5 minutes of me tearing that website to pieces. This is much better. I like this one a lot more. All right. Even compression for reducing anxiety and stress. Multiple sizes available for children. Breathable fabric for preventing overheating. Open foot design for easy movement. Hey, don't feel bad. It's not... I made the mistake. And end of the day, you guys all saw a whole bunch of crap that you shouldn't be doing on your websites. I am very relieved. Okay, so we won't know who your target audience is until you do a bit of testing, until you figure out where your sales come from. And the reason why I'm saying that is like a girl, like a young kid may not be your target audience for this. I can see why you're starting with that one. So once you've had a few sales, if you're finding mostly adults are buying this, you can switch to this type, or maybe this type of, well, maybe this type of image. I would prefer if that was a nicer looking room. She looks, no offense, but kind of homeless. I like this one. And that one's not too bad. It's just, you can put these into AI. That one's not bad. You can put this one into AI and just say, hey, look, can we make this look more cozy? Because it looks like one of those commercials where you need to, send money to house unhoused people. That looks cozy. What I'm trying to say is, after you get a few sales, you did no sales? Okay. Yeah. Well, how much have you spent so far? And do I have access to your ad account? So buy 1, buy 2, buy 3. Okay. Okay. I think I know why. We have multiple instances in this landing page of adults, and yet this says kids sleep capsule. I think by not selling this to adults, you are shooting yourself in the foot. I guarantee you there are adults out here who would look, and you got an adult here who's obviously loving it. Autistic women, ADHD people, and women, boys, men. Let me rephrase that. Autistics and ADHDs and anyone who suffers from anxiety will probably love this. Anyone who likes a weighted blanket, who doesn't want to have that because it's too hot, they will love this. So I think we need to work on the angle of the landing page. That's the biggest thing that you need to work on. You can't pigeonhole yourself just down to kids and teens for this one. It doesn't matter if you've got a page for adults. The first thing that you're selling here is the the kids sleep capsule. See, so it's the same product. It's the same product. Have one landing page for both. I'll see if I can find your ads, and we'll have a look. Give me a second. My Comfort Cove. I did find it. Sleep capsule. Broad. 430. You spent $400 and had no conversions? Dude, you're supposed to stop at 200, aren't you? Okay. That's a fair shake of the sauce bottle of testing. I can't believe I just said that. Okay, we got one ad here with a pretty good click-through of 2%. And this one here, I mean, you're never going to make money when your cost per click is $6. Why is the cost per click $6? Let's have a look at the ad.
If your child takes forever to fall asleep, you need to see this. Our bedtime routine used to be the hardest part of the day. So much tossing.
The people don't like that ad.
Turning and trying to settle. We started using the My Comfort Cove sleep capsule, and it honestly changed our...
You know what I think this means? And it's of no fault of yours. You tried an angle and it didn't work. I don't think we sell this to kids. What's this one? This one looks a bit better. We're getting a much decent cost per click. What am I looking at here? Why is it being weird? But still, we got kids messing about.
Does your child have a busy mind at bedtime? Mine couldn't stop thinking, talking, or moving. We'd spend ages trying to help them settle. The My Comfort Cove sleep capsule gives them a calming, secure feeling that helps them relax naturally. Now they fall. Does your child
I wonder
have a busy mind at bedtime?
if you started your ad without the problem there, because sometimes you can. Do I use AI to build my stores? 100% I use AI to build my stores. 100%. 100%. You should see what I've done. Some crazy stuff lately with AI. Home Craftology, my signature store, we just launched the ability for people to create their own designs from scratch and upload them, and then they have their designs being made into kits, and people are buying them like hotcakes. So yeah, AI, 100%. All right, so you could skip the first 7 seconds of this ad and just start with the solution. I know that we teach you guys to go problem solution, but sometimes for some products, the solution can also tell the problem.
My Comfort Cove sleep capsule gives them a calming, secure feeling that...
My Comfort Cove sleep capsule gives them a calming feeling that helps them relax naturally and go to sleep. That could be a 10-second ad that says everything that you need to say, and that could have a much better cost per click, a much better CTR, and a much shorter ad. Like get the message out there faster. When I start seeing things like this, and we know what doesn't work, and now Facebook's like, hey, this is a bit closer to working. So make more ads in a similar way to this. However, my advice would be, don't just stick to one problem. Don't just stick to kids. I would create this product and ads to ship to kids and to adults as well. And then on your landing page, you'd have this for kids and adults, because kids alone aren't working for you. Then this landing page is nice. So you'd have small, medium, large, and kids. I really want to see what happens when you send traffic to this page, having kids here. I really want to see that. So you might want to lower your budget and rework these ads to be more aligned with the adults. And then with this one here, just set up a few different versions of this which start at different times in the ad and see how we go. What's your current budget? We're currently spending... What's the spend here? $30 a day? All right. Yeah, that's not a bad budget. Have you had any add to carts at least? Cart. Checkout. All right. 5 add to carts and 2 checkouts. So only 44 link clicks. Holy crap, that's terrible. 5 add to carts at 44 link clicks. That's a 10% add to cart rate. That's good. That's a 4% rich checkout rate. That's actually good. That could be a 2% conversion rate, which would actually be good and would probably be fairly close to being profitable. Fairly close. Yeah, the ads are the problem here. Mostly. Let's rework these. Let's get some more in play. Let's reduce the kids jumping around, which no one really wants to see on Facebook, and let's show them what people want to see. They want to see relaxation. They want to see unwinding. They want to see a cool product idea. So let's focus on those types of things in your ads. And what I would like you to really do is to dig in deep to your competitors. So if you want to find competitors for your products, Trend Track is... I know I'm an affiliate here, and I know I'm pushing an affiliate link, but I've found so many competitors for my products that I'm selling on Trend Track. And it's just been so easy to go see the ads that are working for them. So go find them. Go find the competitors, whatever tool that you've got. I don't care if it's Mini or whatever. Just go and find the competitors in Australia, in the USA, in Canada, in Europe. Go find them. Look at the angles that they're using in their ads. Look at the angles that they're using in their landing page and replicate. Learn and replicate. And you'll get there. You'll get there. What I want you to do is keep it at $30 a day. Show me this on Monday. By then you would have spent, so Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you would have spent another $120. I'm also thinking maybe we reduce the price. Maybe 95.90 is just a little too much for people to stomach. Maybe. Give it a try at a different price point. Give it a try. That's my feeling. Could be wrong. Most of the time lately, when I've been playing around with prices, the price of a product hasn't always made a difference, but sometimes it does, and it might in this case. It might. And don't give up, because I'm actually seeing a couple of nice things. The fact that one of your ads here has a 2% click-through rate, that's actually good. You're buying for 30 each? Yeah, cool. So you can put it down to $89, and that would still give you a 3 times margin. And you might be able to negotiate with the vendors to get it cheaper. Like if you can sell a few of these, then you can buy these in bulk. Tell the vendor that you want to buy these in bulk and you want to put your logo on them, and you might be able to get them down to like $25. Look, I'm not sure of that price. It could be more, it could be less, but at a guess, you could get down to $25. And you can even get it to the point where one may cost $30 right now, but when you sell a pack of 2, there might be 28 each. So negotiate multi-buys as well. All right. Aisha and Dane, you guys on the call, please check TF. What is TF? What is TF? I'll have to skip that one until you guys can let me know what a TF is. Tim and Bella, can I review your ad set? I would love to, but what am I looking at here? What's your ad set? Can you guys as well get back to me? Let me know what I'm supposed to be looking at. Eric. Not Erica. Eric. Align rest. Michaela, please run through my ad structure. as if I'm starting from scratch. Austin went through one ad per ad set structure last night in his call. I remember you said to a student Monday you would not recommend. So one ad set per ad structure is what I would recommend for a new person starting a new ad account from scratch. It's an easy way to quickly identify which of your first few ads are going to be good ads or not. But I was telling a student who was past that point, it's time to start building ad sets with more ads in them. And I would only recommend going to my more advanced structure when you've had probably 20 to 50 sales, which you've definitely have had, right? I'll run through my ad structure in a second. Align rests. Leg pillow testing, $56 a purchase, I think. Tim and Bella, Baby Bliss. All right. We'll do that one first. Sorry, Eric, we'll come back to that one. Tim and Bella. Cool. The Baby Stroller Mate Pro. Organize every outing in seconds. Fits every stroller. For a snug, secure hold. Okay. Attaches anywhere for total versatility and dedicated pockets for easy access. Stroller Mate Pro. And the bundle. The Freedom Bundle. No. You're right. You're right, guys. You were in first. You're in first. You're all good. You don't need to apologize. Good images. Although with this image, I'm not quite sure where I'm looking at because there's a lot going on here. I don't know how to fix it. Maybe these should be 3 individual images where you can highlight. Like, is she holding the Pro thing? Is this the same thing? So it's a little bit ambiguous there on this image. Nice. Still digging through the bottom of your stroller. We've all been there. Baby's crying. Nice. Got a story here. Cool. Meet Australia's #1 parenting essential. Yeah, that's not too bad. That's not saying you're the #1 selling. That's okay. I think that's sort of the borderline of okay. That's good. Got your reviews there. Fantastic. Yeah, this looks great. I think you are well and truly ready to go on this. Have you launched ads for Baby Bliss? And if you want, you can invite me to review them. So I'll put my email in the chat. You can send me an invite to your Facebook ad account. You can send me an invite to your Facebook business as an admin, and then I'll be able to access your ad account. And I'll do it off stream rather than sit here and fix that tonight. But yeah, very good landing page, good product selection. I like where this is going. Let's get some data. And I was added last week. Oh, my bad. Well, let me start with another tab so I don't lose that one. Baby Bliss, here we go. No purchases yet, $200 spent. Oh, okay. Well, I think I can see where the problem is. $4 per link click. It's going to be really hard to make anything profitable at $4 per link click. Let's go with carts. Checkouts. No carts, no checkouts. So testing different niches hasn't really had a big impact here too much on the clicks here. So niche testing isn't like interest testing isn't really what I would recommend for you going forward. In terms of your spend, only one and Michaela, this kind of answers your question, Michaela. See, when we're first launching our ads, it's very difficult to even guess what's going to work. And so in this case, we've spent a lot of money, but only one ad has gotten most of the spend here, which is video ad 2. And this has given us 1.5% click, which is just barely on the metric that we want. So when we're first launching our product, this is why we do suggest to make one ad per ad set, because that way you can control how much each ad gets spent in the first week. And so you'll be able to see which of your ads performs better than the others. It's very difficult to start off with to see which are good ads and which aren't if one ad takes all the spend. In this case, 1.5% click-through rate, that's not terrible. We can see here on, we can't really see anything because nothing else has really spent much money. You launch the image ad. So what I would do in this case is I would split each of these out into one ad set with $25 a day, just to see, like, you might not get sales. That's not the point of the first couple of, or the first week. The point of the first week is to understand how to sell your product. All right, let's have a look at your ad.
Something that I don't think we talk about enough is how chaotic the
Okay, she's AI, right? I think. Am I right in saying that?
bottom of a stroller gets, but now it doesn't have to be. The other day I found the Barbie Bliss Stroller Mate Pro, and now everything has its own spot. Nappies, wipes, a spot for my coffee, and if I need to step away, I've just got it on my shoulder. 50% off right now, I'll link it below. Mums, something that I don't think we talk about enough is how chaotic the bottom of a stroller gets, but now it doesn't have to be. The other day I found the Barbie Bliss Stroller Mate Pro, and now everything has its own spot. Nappies, wipes, a spot for my coffee, and if I need to step away, I've just got it on my shoulder. 50% off right now, I'll link it below.
Yeah, it's not working great, the AI ad. It's not working terrible. It's very obviously AI to me. And the age of people who would be having babies right now are probably young enough to be able to spot an AI ad very easily. I don't think we've got the right reason to sell this. Yes, the problem that we're trying to solve is the organization at the bottom of the stroller here. But why? Why is that so important? Why do we need to be organized in the bottom of the stroller? I think I want you guys to actually have a think as well about the angle for this. Could this be an anxious mum angle? Because this is a way to solve a situation in a time of crisis when your baby's crying. Is this a way to find your phone when your phone's ringing and it's in the middle of that mess? Is this a way to quickly find a clean nappy and a bottle so that you can do what you need to do very quickly? So have a think about the why and see if we can make an ad that more focuses on that. So if you're looking to make a good AI video, I would go with Higgsfield. And inside Higgsfield, you've got Seed Dance, which Tim and Bella are telling you about now, but also Google's new, I think it's Google's Omni, I think they call it Omni, is pretty good as well. Also in Higgsfield, you can go into the Higgsfield UGC Center and they can actually create it for you from scratch. But I think what we're really missing here is the strong why, the strong story of why this is essential in a mother's life. And then we could probably retweak the ad. So yeah, please work on that. And also please split this out into 4 different ad sets so we can actually see how these image ads actually perform. I have a feeling for you, it'll be video ads that make this one work. But nothing will work until we've got the why. Let's watch this one.
This simple stroller organizer has saved me so much time every day. I started using the Baby Bliss Stroller Mate Pro, and honestly, outings with my baby have never been easier. The compartments keep nappies, wipes, snacks and keys perfectly organized so everything is right there when I need it. It's so much more efficient than bags I've tried in the past. The adjustable straps fit securely on every stroller we've used, but I also love that I can throw it on my shoulder, clip it to the car seat or hang it on the cot at home. It's waterproof, durable, and honestly just handles everything. If you're a busy parent, this is a game changer. Get yours now with 50% off and free shipping for
Yep. So I'd love to see how this ad performs. So that's why I want to split this out into its own ad set and see how it goes. So let me know after a couple more days of running these ads if we have any winners here. And by winners, we're looking for ads with over a 1.5% click-through rate. And we're looking for, I mean, this is okay-ish. And we can definitely keep this one running. It may get a sale or two. But it's at the $3 cost per click. And I'd love to get this more down into the closer to the $2 cost per click, which you may get in time. Your CPMs are actually quite low, which is very good. And let's see how we go. Let's continue. But don't stop making new ads and don't stop thinking of new angles. And by new angles, who needs this and what benefit is it going to get for them? Why do they need this in their life right now? And just keep going. All right, Tim and Bella, you guys were where were you? Align Rest. Now in Align Rest, we've had Broad one at $39 a purchase, looking good, and then nothing else has really worked that well. Interesting. And your ads, your cost per click, it's okay. It could be better. Your CTR is somewhat okay. $84 a purchase for a CTR is okay. Something's going on here. Something's not quite working, obviously. But what is it? Okay, we're still at the point where we're just doing creative testing. All right. Ah, okay. Look, if you've got this far, this is probably the point where I would start putting these into one prospecting ad set. Because right now, the more sales you get on these, the harder it is for Facebook to figure out exactly which ad set to send them to. You probably find if you put these into a single ad set, things would do a lot better, probably. Now you've got here Creative 3, Creative 1 video copy. What's the difference here? Because we've got $35 purchases, which would be brilliant if we could stick with that. Creative image. Okay, so the problem that you have here is you've got all of these images here. When we do this, we only want to do one. We have to get rid of the related media. That's what's killing your ads here. In creative video.
This is the last thing you'll ever use for hip and back pain. I got the Align Rest orthopedic leg pillow and it completely changed my sleep quality. It keeps my hips and spine properly aligned while I sleep on my side. My legs stay separated naturally, so there's way less pressure on my joints now. I'm waking up without that horrible lower back stiffness and nerve pain. It also helps improve circulation, so my legs don't feel heavy or uncomfortable anymore. If you're struggling with hip, back, or sciatica pain, you seriously need this.
It's not a bad ad. But why have we got different stuff here in the right column and in the stories? Get rid of this. Get rid of this. We don't need different formats of that stuff here. No way. Okay, we're going for purchases. That's good. Okay. And then what's this one? Creative 6, image 1. Similar situation here. These two are essentially exactly the same. You're showing most of the same videos and images in both of these. So you're making your whole ad account way too complicated for Facebook to figure out. So take your best performing ads, put them all into one broad ad set, and make sure you've turned off related media. Make sure you've got. I don't think you have this problem, but for everybody else too, make sure you've turned off the carousel. You turned off your collection. Good. If you had a carousel, you'd see it here in the preview, which you guys don't have. But basically, all of these ads are showing, and you have no control over that at the moment, and so that's why it's kind of tanking. In terms of layout, let's go have a look at your page. Interesting. Interesting. You got a different layout to mine. Okay, I think this image could be stronger. I'd have this as your first image, but you can't have Australia's #1 rated orthopedic leg pillow because you're not Australia's #1 related orthopedic leg pillow, and Facebook knows that. And when they do, they'll give you higher CPMS, which will make it really hard for you to get your cost per clicks down. Your cost per clicks on this product should be really, really, really low, but they're sort of at the medium level, and this could be one of the reasons why. So please remove anything to do with Australia's #1 anything. It's not worth it. The rest of the images are quite good. Single is $59. It's a bit expensive, I think. I know with this one you don't have a huge product margin, but you'll probably do well when people multi-buy. You could consider a lower price point, and that may help the bundles get completed too. These are pretty good. This is a little bit weak here. Give your body another chance. A little bit weak. Helping keep your body and your sleep aligned. I'd be more focusing on like stories of success. The fact that this is something that chiropractors or orthopedics people or whoever, would probably really recommend. And your reviews are fine. So yeah, landing page is okay. But we need to do a few improvements there. And we do need to, I want you to go on a mission to look at all of your competitors. Look at their price points, look at their packages, look at their unique selling points, and see if you can learn some things to add to your store that might make this perform even better. Same for your ads too. Let's clean this all up. Let's have a proper campaign with like 5 to 6 image and videos in there, and let's get rid of all of this nonsense here and see if it performs better, because it should. Now I think I had one more question, and then I'll answer your question, Michaela. Michelle Cook, you got your ads ready to go, posted them to Facebook, you've been plodding along your website, you're a bit lost with the ad posting and scaling. If I have time, can I look at your 2 ads? I can give it a try. I can have a look. I can try. That's good.
Technology, but it also acts as an aesthetic tech-like feature. It was super easy to install, kills 99.9% of germs and bacteria, plus fits up to 5 toothbrushes for the whole family. With just one press of a button, you can remove up to millions of bacteria naturally to give you cleaner oral health that will impact your complete health. It's a no-brainer. Try the Milky Glow Premium Toothbrush Sanitizer to bring your best smile to life.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Good job.
Brushing should improve my dental hygiene, not expose me to toothbrush germs. I was shocked to find out about how unclean an exposed toothbrush could be. So I immediately turned to the Milky Glow Premium Toothbrush Sanitizer. This thing not only sterilizes my toothbrush with UVC light technology, but it also acts as an aesthetic tech-like feature. It was super easy to install, kills 99.9% of germs and bacteria, plus fits up to 5 toothbrushes for the whole family. With just one press of a button, you can remove up to millions of bacteria naturally to give you cleaner oral health that will impact your complete health.
I like what you're doing here. I think that's a fantastic start, and I'm looking forward to seeing them in action in your Facebook ads and your landing page. Good job, Michelle. I think it's really good. Michaela, Yomo. So what I suggest for a brand new ad account? Okay. All right. Let's break this down. You've sent me an invite. Excellent. I'm invited to Milky Glow. All right, let me accept that invite. I'll check out your ads after they've had some ad data, so we'll do it on Monday if that's okay. All right, Max, I'll answer that in a second. I'll just help Michaela out first. Ads are doing okay. Website's not getting enough add to carts and purchases. Okay, cool. I'll pop that on my list to help. All right. Before we do that, let's talk what I do for my new stores. So there's three, in my view, there's 3 steps to getting to where we need to be in Facebook ads. And I do agree with Austin. Step number 1 is usually, for most people, going to be creating one ad set for launch, a broad ad set. You could do what's in the course, and you could have maybe 4 ads in these ad sets and do interest targeting, interest testing first. So you might, let's say you have a baby product, you might test a few different baby interests. However, in my recent experience, I don't feel like right now that's something that's worth doing. It certainly was before Andromeda, but right now I don't see the point in testing interests, because it's going to be very quickly, I'm going to quickly get to a point where I don't even do interest targeting as soon as I'm trying to scale a little bit. As soon as I'm trying to scale up a tiny bit, we just go broad. And I want my products to work with a broad audience. I don't want them to only work with, people who Facebook knows have just had a baby in the last 9 months, because there's so many people out there with their privacy settings set to low that Facebook is losing touch with certain touch points of who is at what stages of their lives. So to me, interest targeting is not something I'm personally going to be doing, but I will set up an ad structure with a top of funnel broad campaign. And in that campaign, when I'm first starting, maybe for the first week, I will have like ad set A, B, C, D, E, F. And in each of those ad sets, I will give maybe $10, $25 budget and have one ad in each ad set. I'm not expecting to get purchases. If I do, fantastic, but I'm not expecting anything. The only thing I'm really looking for is, out of those 4 ads, each in their own ad set, which ones have a click-through rate of above 1.5% and which ones have a cost per click of under $3, but also taking into account the CPM, the cost per mile. If I have an ad that has a 3% click-through rate, a 3% link click-through rate, but has a cost per click of $3 or $4, that's because my CPM is too high. And that could be something that comes down over time as Facebook learns to trust my new ad account, trust my new business. Maybe I've got some unrealistic expectations on my landing page or in my ad that I need to look at and go and fix. But a 3% click-through is what gets me kind of happy and excited. 2% is great too. Anything below the 1.5%, I just scrapped that idea entirely. It just did not work. And I might continue doing single ad set testing for a few more days until I get a feel and a vibe for the product that I'm testing. But I quickly want to get to the point where I'm putting more than 3 or somewhere between 3 to 5 ads in an ad set, in a broad ad set, and having that work. That's the first goal to get to, is having a broad ad set with a bunch of different ads that work. And the idea is you want to have 3 to 5 ads inside each of your ad sets, and each of your ad sets should potentially have a theme. So, if you were doing the baby carrier from before, maybe the first theme inside your ad set is mums who are worried when they go out. Maybe the second one is mums who need an extra arm. Maybe the third ad set is about mums who have coffee or have one of those big water bottles. So each ad set has a slightly different target, a slightly different person that you're advertising to, but still has 3 to 5 ads in there that kind of make up that message for that type of person. And that can get you to, between the 10 purchase mark and maybe the 50 purchase mark. So when you're up to that 50 purchase mark, that's kind of where it's time to turn to goal number 3, which is my scaling mode. Now, for me, the scaling mode is having a prospecting, retargeting, and retention campaigns all set up that are synced to your email system, where your email system is telling Facebook which of the people who are in your email database are actually in those categories. And you are excluding all those categories from anyone in prospecting. So prospecting people have never seen your website before, never clicked on your ads, and never added to cart. And then retargeting is people who've only been to your website, only added to cart, only clicked on your ads. And then retention is only people who've purchased from you. That's the end goal to get to. And probably between 50 and 100 purchases is when we need to start thinking about setting that ad structure up. So that's how I do things. It's working very well for me at the moment. And one of the reasons why I love setting up my ad structure in that way is because quite often we'll set up prospecting, and prospecting will be okay. You're getting at least break even to a bit of profit there. And then you've got retargeting, retention. And retargeting, you might have, you'll have 3 ad sets in there. 1 ad set for cart retargeting, 1 ad set for website retargeting, and 1 ad set for engagement retargeting, people who have engaged with your ads. You might find that one of those retargeting segments does really, really well and the others don't. And that tells you where the holes are in your business that you need to go fix. And you can fix them by fixing your emails or offering different discounts to those people. But you wouldn't see that kind of hole in your business unless you have that structure set up. And that's why a lot of people don't end up being able to scale, is because they don't have the visibility of what they need to fix in the business to get to that point. That's why we do that. So I hope that helps you understand why we have the different stages of ad accounts and how to get from the first stage to the second stage to the third stage. Now, that's just my opinion. That's just how I do it. Every single marketer out there has their own way and their own idea of what works for them, because the Facebook platform, it's just a platform. It's just a set of tools. And we're teaching you guys how we use the tools. But, when you think about all the tools you use in the garden, you can use a shovel in 20 different ways, but 20 different things. We're just teaching you how we individually like to use them for ourselves. So I hope that helps. All right, Max. Let's take a look at your website. Your ads are doing okay, but your website's not getting you enough add to carts, not enough purchases. So my first question, Max, is have you set up the stage 3 of the ad account yet? Have we got the structure in place so that we know where we're having trouble? Are we having trouble in our prospecting or our retargeting? I'm going to put this down into mobile view because that's probably where we need to focus on for your business at the moment. Reduce your family's exposure to microplastics. I'm on a low tox journey. I will tell you what I would do if this was my website. I would probably choose a different model. I would choose, and this is no offense to the model that you've chosen. This is just, I would choose someone a bit younger. I would choose someone a bit, I don't know, a bit, and look, even on my own websites, I try and choose models who are prettier than me. And often in my ads, I'll do my ads to start with. I'll find the right angle, and then I'll go give the camera to somebody who's better on camera than I am, and someone who looks better on camera than I do, and they'll often have better results on the ads than I have because of that. So I would change the model to a younger mum looking person, someone who's in the Gen Z era and who has kids, maybe the 25 to 30-year-old, because they're probably more likely to be interested in stopping microplastics. And I wouldn't say reduce your family's exposure to microplastics. I'm on a low tox journey. I would say stop putting microplastics in your food. I just like to give it straight. I just like to hit that home run. You don't have a third stage because you're really struggling to get a sale at all, right? But if you have a prospecting and a retargeting, what's your cost per purchase on prospecting? What's your cost per purchase on retargeting? Okay, Pure Nest 9 premium toxic-free utensil set. So one of the things is this is made of teak here. So I would say 9 premium, a set of 9 premium toxic-free teak utensils would probably read a bit better. See, that to me is a much better product image than the first one. Much better. It's brighter. We're focusing more on the product itself. And that's lovely too. Remove toxins from your kitchen, but it's not from your kitchen. Remove toxins from your food is the important thing. Good. Yeah, I think that first image is really holding you back. See, all of this cool stuff you got here, these are really good. But no one's ever going to see them because this is boring. This doesn't have any marketing on it. And then not many people are going to scroll to that 3. Okay, so whoops, I don't know how I went there. 1,003 reviews, cool. A simple swap for your low tox journey. Get rid of this. It's pointless. It serves no purpose whatsoever. It doesn't need to be there. Okay, winter flash sale, 50% off plus free delivery. Plastic free and non-toxic. What? Plastic free and non-toxic what? Cook without harmful chemicals. Look gorgeous in the... I don't think these are right. I don't think they're quite right. Sorry, I'm just thinking. I think these can definitely be improved. Plastic free and non-toxic cookware is probably what I would put there. I don't think we need the cook without harmful chemicals. I don't think look gorgeous on the kitchen table is that important to the people that you're selling to. I mean, it does look gorgeous. They can see that. Built to last a lifetime is fantastic. But I think also some of the people who are buying this, they want to buy things that are good for the environment. And teak is also much better for the environment. So we can probably put something about that there as well. Good for your body, good for Earth, something like that. Okay, so I really think we need to work on these. What I would love for you to do is go and pop these into Claude or whatever your chosen AI is. And then pop in 5 or 6 of your competitors from around the world and have it analyze just this part right here and tell you how you can improve it. Because I'm sure it'll have some really good ideas that I can't think of in the middle of the stream. Now, in terms of the bundle and save, I think part of the problem is in this image here, I don't think this is really working because I can't even tell what these are. So I don't think you need the product image there at all. People know up here we're getting a utensil set. So get rid of that image. A confused mind never buys, and this is a little confusing because we don't know what it is. Now you got the free recipe book. That's great. I wonder if we could somehow have something here that shows the recipe book, because we don't show it at all. We're saying you're gonna get a free recipe book. And probably I'd put it under the cart, maybe. Oh, dude, this is in the wrong spot. You got Afterpay? Jesus Christ, dude, that's got to be up here. That's got to go right under your price. What's it doing hidden all the way down here? That, my friend, is probably your biggest conversion killer right there. You're saving $150 on this order. Does that change when I go buy 2? Oh, that's pretty nice. Oh, that's very nice. How'd you do that? That's cool. That is very cool. Now, if no one is completing the bundle, my advice would be get rid of it. Get rid of the bundle until you're back to selling 1s and 2s better. I had to do that on a couple of my stores. Things weren't going very well. So rather than sitting here stressing about the bundle, I just got rid of the bundle. So there's less decisions for them to make while I try and figure out how to make this convert better. 30-day non-toxic kitchen guarantee. Try Arctic risk-free for 30 days. Not loving the switch away from plastics. Full refund, no questions. Like that's cool. Helping Aussie kitchens go plastic-free, one swap at a time. I don't know if I love that. It's okay. It's just I go harder hitting. Swap your plastic utensils for microplastic-free teak wood utensils, and tell a story about that. Damage to the brain. Okay. Remove toxins from your kitchen. This is cool. Yeah, the further down we go, the better this looks. Ah, I know one thing you could do too. So you grab this section, pop this into your AI, give it a screenshot, give it your page, have it find this section here. The fear wasn't working. Okay. If you don't think the fear is working, then we need to get rid of this section right here. And look, you think maybe it's better? We won't really know until you do an A/B test. But you might be right. So I'll talk about that in a second. Let me finish my train of thought. We'll talk about the fear in a sec. All right, this section right here, the what's included bit. This could almost be your absolute best section. It's not formatted right for mobile. And what I would do is I'd I'd actually put this into Claude and I'd give it a screenshot and I'd say, hey Claude, I need some help. Need to revamp this page up, make it look amazing. With this section here, I would like to have a price on each of these individual items. Like there should be a stacked bonus or a stacked what do they call it? In marketing, we call it like a stacked. I can't remember. But what I want to do is I want to stack all of these to show that all of these are worth, like, how much are we selling this for? We're selling this for $119. You could say each of these is worth $29.95, and people would believe that. And you're gonna get all of these things. Each of these alone is worth $29.95, and we're gonna stack them all together for $119. A value stack, that's what we call it. So I want you to make a value stack. All right, now with the fear, when I launched the No Snore store, I was going for a fear angle. And I had it right here. I did have the truth about snoring, but the more I leaned into this, the worse I sold. And I still have it here, but I only have it as a very small section, the hidden cost. The rest of it is all about how good my product is. And what really helped me steal the deal on this store, look, Afterpay right up the top there. So what really helped me steal the deal here was talking about the cost. So I actually have a breakdown of my products versus other products and the cost to you. So it ended up that two things that make this product sell. Number one is teaching people that they need a mouth guard that does this. That's the first thing that really, really helped. And Claude helps me build this one. Oh, I need to go fix that. Jesus, that's terrible. What the hell happened there? What the hell happened there? Damn. And so the feature, telling people don't buy a mouth guard unless it has this one feature that actually makes it work, and then having the breakdown of the cost, that's what made this product sell. Now, I'm not asking you to do a breakdown in cost compared to everybody else, but I am suggesting that there will be a couple of things that make this sell that we haven't quite hit the mark with. Now, if we can figure out where you're missing, then we're going to make this work. Now, one thing you don't have, actually, thinking about my store versus your store, is you don't have, oh man, I wish this took up more space with the what's included and the breakdown of cost. That's going to be amazing. But what you're missing is a comparison chart. You versus plastic comparison chart. Just like what I've got my comparison chart here. Mine is all about price. Yours could be all about toxicity and other things that we need to think of when we buy utensils. What do you think? I'd love to see your website when you've done all those changes, my friend. I have a feeling they're really going to help. All right, get them done. You can feel free to send me a preview if you want to get into my my WhatsApp. I'll be happy to look at the page again and give you another bit of a review. I think the fact that you're at this point where you can get sales, you're only missing for the No Snore store. I was at a point where I'd put so much effort into this, and I was actually starting to think maybe this one's not going to work. Maybe this one's just not quite there, and I nearly gave up. But I thought, you know what? I've come this far. I'm going to see this one through. And it took a lot of A/B testing on this page. And by A/B testing, you can use the rollout feature in Shopify. There's this new feature. You can go and ask Shopify AI. You can pull up the guy who looks like he's going to rob you, and ask, how do I use the rollout feature? And you can roll out different versions of your page to half the traffic. And you can start to see, I think you can even do it with price points too, so that you can start to see what is it that you can change on your page that makes things work. But if you do that, just do me a favor. If you're going to do an A/B test, make sure you do an A/B test with like 400 to 500 clicks to your page. Okay, 400 to 500 people go into your page to see how they respond. If you do an A/B test and you only send 100 people, you may actually get the wrong data and you may make the wrong choices, because 100 people isn't statistically enough to make a decision about whether or not one page is better than the other. But you can go and do that. Do some A/B testing on the new things that you add and see if they have a positive impact on your page or not. That's what I did with this. That's how I knew that talking more than this about the dangers, because I used to have a whole page of dangers and like scary. Talking about that too much didn't actually get me more sales. And then what helped me was having this on my website where I actually had my UGC creator go and redo the ad, but make it more about the story rather than an ad. And then I added in this, and then I added in this. And without doing the A/B testing, I would never have known those were the things that actually made this convert. So remember, that's called the rollout feature. I used to use an app for A/B testing, but now it's included for free in Shopify. How did I put the video on the page? I talked to Claude. I actually built that custom. I'll show you that again. So everything you see here, every section you see here is a custom section built by Claude. And so for this one, we took the default video player in Shopify on the default theme, and we actually added in this feature down here to turn sound on and off, which wasn't there before. So for here, everything was just custom built with Claude. And Claude is incredible at doing this stuff, especially with the new Fable 5 Claude Code. It is absolutely exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. I could not have done this website without it. And you can do something just as beautiful as this with Claude. All right, ladies and gents, I got to go. That's my time up. I will see you all on Monday. For those of you who come into the Gold Coast meetup, I'll see you on Saturday. And for everybody else, I'll see you on Monday for my product reviews and marketing masterclass. Have a great week, guys. Go make some sales. And don't give up, Max. And anybody else who is thinking that this isn't for them, you are close. You are very, very close. Just keep trying. I'll see you guys soon.